a real heron between those two boats. It's looking at me. Will it take off? Stalking something. Going slowly. He's not sure whether I saw it or not. Checking. One leg went up very slowly into the undercarriage there. Looks very tame. It may be the same one I saw before that was really tame. Hey! Yeah, I'm talking to you. At least that means you know that I'm not trying to creep up on you if I talk louder. Doesn't it? Yeah, checking me out the whole time.
For nothing, couldn't I?
It's the Armada. These two are bringing up the rear. For those who've just, well, wondered at the beginning of this where I showed the heron, you're probably right. I'm back in Hemel Hempstead. There's the naughty boy that some people may have seen before on this channel if you saw films shown before now. Today is the 2nd, I believe. Yeah, 2nd. Yeah, 2nd of July. Faff about my jacket there. Quite a lot of cycling activity, and we're coming into Boxmoor. Some Canada geese, and so I'm going to do another bit of a film while I'm on a walk along the Grand Union Canal. I won't do a continuous talk, I don't think. I'm listening to Greek, Pimsleur's Greek, which is something I'm in two minds about the quality of it, and talk about that some other time. I'm just finishing off. I'm on lesson 30, and so I'm not going to do a big talk, but if there's anything worth filming, I'll show it to you. Now this tree here with its leaves, it seems to be very much beloved of these animals here. If I come too close to it without the macro on, which unfortunately I didn't bring with me to England, I'll get it out of focus unfortunately, but you can see there's one there, and there's one here about to hatch, which is just coming out of pupae phase. There's another one like that over there, but these lizard-like things, they're still the larvae. There's 3 on that leaf. There's one up there. In fact, this whole thing's covered in them. There's one that's even black, hasn't got any particular spots on there. Hunting for insects, and obviously they're finding a lot of the right kind of insects on there. There's a pupae. There's a one which is still in larval stage. They look almost like the lizards there walking around. This one's ambling about on here. Pity I don't have that macro lens. That would be a really good thing to show off the macro, but I didn't think of bringing it to England. Anyway, where am I? Still by the Grand Union Canal. This being at the back already of King's Langley. Last time we walked here, we walked on one of the roads, the major roads. The back road, I suppose, through. There's a sort of high street that goes on that direction. I'm walking away from Hemel Hempstead. This is lock number 69A. So we're still on this walk, and I think it's gone, yeah, 7.8 kilometres so far. I've walked today, which is starting to get reasonable. It's a couple of hours the way that I'm walking, so probably done 2/3 of what I'm going to do today. I wanted to get between 10 and 12. 10 would be the longest I've walked for about a month and a half, I suppose, or at least over a month. And certainly the longest I've walked, this is already the longest I've walked in these shoes, and it's telling. And 12 would be the longest I've walked so far on this diet. So I think 12 would be good if I can make it. But as I say, I'm already feeling the pinch a little bit. And that's, as you see, the direction down the Grand Union Canal to London. We're at King's Langley, Hemel. King's Langley, Hemel. And unfortunately what we see going under there is very sad. It's a dying carp. It's still breathing, only slightly. Waving its fins at us, saying goodbye really. It's saying goodbye to my viewers. Well, it was nice to know you. It's a pity we didn't get to know each other better, but unfortunately that's the way things go sometimes. And that looks like it was an ornamental kind anyway. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, that's no carp. That's no carp, is it? It is a carp, but it's not the usual sort that you'd see naturally wild in this river. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Probably the pollution got to it. Or maybe it got caught by anglers. There's a lot of anglers performing their activity at the moment, and it could be that one of those anglers has injured it, and now it's on its last legs. Anyway, it's on its way out, and yes, you can see from the depth of the tail that that is a carp. It's a pity about that. Lovely big one. Probably could have lived an awful long time. But that's what angling does, I'm afraid. It's very tragic. They think they're sticking the fish back and that it's going to live another 100 years, but unfortunately they do it so clumsily sometimes that the fish is going to die anyway. Sad.